Welcome to Loren Reads to You. Today we're reading The Bedtime Killer by Loren Malloy. That's me. Make sure you're subscribing or following wherever you're watching or seeing this. And if you haven't heard or watched or seen chapters 1 through 10, you might want to pause this, go back, listen or watch those, and then come back to this. If not, and you're ready, get comfortable, get cozy, and let's go. Chapter 11. Brutal killing in Savannah. It was all over the news and in every local paper. She closed the paper with a sigh. Like I need to have nightmares. No, thank you. She sighed again. This used to be such a beautiful state. Beautiful flowers, gorgeous scenery, breathtaking architecture, and hospitable people. What's the world coming to, she thought, as she walked around her colonial 4-bedroom home. A candle was in every window. If you asked her why, the answer would always be the same. Why, sugar, it's tradition. Every house in the neighborhood is the same. A candle in every window, gardens in the back, and a fresh coat of paint every spring. Nothing stands out. Light-colored houses, dark shutters. 2-story dream homes. In essence, Georgia perfection. This home is no different, Miss Beaumont thought. She then took her nightly pills, drank a glass of cognac, and curled into bed, as she did every night for the last 8 years. She looked over at the picture of her late husband, Jeremiah Dalton Beaumont III, then at their marriage certificate. He just couldn't wait to put it in the gilded frame and show every person he knew. Vivian smiled and closed her eyes, dreaming of all the happy memories her and her husband shared before he died from a car accident. Vivian awoke abruptly by the sound of her cat screeching and the sound of glass shattering. That damn cat better not broke any of my good crystal again. She jumped out of bed and scrambled downstairs as fast as possible. Sophie? Sophie? Where are you? What are you doing down here? Her southern accent heavy with sleep and annoyance at the cat that awoke. Her voice reverberated off the pale eggshell-colored walls. Sophie, where are you, girl? What do you break? Come out this minute, she demanded as she stepped into the living room. A deep, gruff, and raspy voice, like sandpaper, whispered, Never you mind any of that now. It's bedtime, baby. Horace lunged like a cat out from the darkness and threw her into the solid wood molding of the fireplace. Vivian's head smashed into it so violently, blood spattered all over the wood molding. The woman's vision momentarily blacked out from the impact of her skull smashing into the fireplace. Blood was pouring from the wound as Vivian instinctively held her head and tried to crawl away at the same time. The room was spinning from the shock, pain, and now lack of blood. Her vision started to blur. She could see 4 cats when she knew she only owned one. The cat was sitting in front of her, blocking her exit, as she licked blood out of her pads, completely disinterested in her dying owner. Vivian could hear a TV playing from somewhere in her house. The latest update in a string of gruesome murders has now been connected to the peeping-tom cases. Local law enforcement is warning all Georgians to lock all their doors, garages, and windows because the bedtime killer is still on the loose. 3 people in the area are now confirmed to have been murdered and decapitated by the same lethal and dangerous criminal. The police believe there may be more, many more, that just haven't been connected to this case yet. Vivian looked up with blurry, wide, fearful eyes into the killer's cold, dead ones, and knew she'd be joining her husband in heaven finally. The last words she heard her killer say were, Come on now, baby. It's bedtime. That was Chapter 11 of The Bedtime Killer by Loren Malloy. That's me. Now remember, this book, every chapter is from a different point of view of either the killer, a victim, or the police. So make sure you're subscribing and following wherever you're seeing or hearing this. And if you'd like this book for yourself, get it through Amazon in paperback or Kindle. And I'll see you for chapter 12.